Here we go. Another Pokemon Nuzlocke for you guys today. It's been a while since I recorded a Nuzlocke on the channel, but after I failed my first Black 2 Nuzlocke, I was kind of crushed. It really didn't feel good, but I decided I wanted to try again and post another video on it. So if you guys don't know the rules of a Nuzlocke, I'm going to put them on the screen right now. But without further ado, here is my attempt at another Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke. I start my journey as Zango and make my way to Bianca, and for this run, I decided I'm going to be using Oshawott. Since it has really strong access to water type moves, I think it's going to be really useful for the rest of the game. Also, there's barely any water types in this game, so it's going to be really useful having one throughout the entirety of the run. And after I get Oshawott, I destroy my rival in a battle and make my way to catch my first Pokemon. After I get taught how to catch a Pokemon for the 90th time in my life, I turn around into the grass and find a Purloin. This is actually the encounter I was hoping for, because Patrat just sucks, and Purloin is a dark type, which is really hard to stop early in the game. I get to level 8 and do some story, then I move on to catch my next Pokemon, Pidove. This is the second best encounter on this route next to Swaddle, but Pidove has a really high attack stat, so he can be really useful for the first gym and even up until the fourth. I'm really happy with how my team's turning out so far. I make my way to the ranch to catch my last Pokemon before the gym, Mareep. Mareep turns into a super strong Pokemon, but for now he's kinda trash, so I'll have to grind him up later. But speaking of grinding, I have to get everybody on my team above level 12 or 13 just to challenge the first gym. The gym only has a level 11 and a level 13, so it really shouldn't be that hard to defeat it, but just to be safe, I'll get people a higher level than they need to be. And with that, I challenge the first gym. I throw out my Oshawott and spam Water Gun while he uses Workup. He heals with a potion, and I kinda got worried because I wasn't sure if one tackle was gonna kill me or not. But thankfully, I didn't have to find out because 2 more Water Guns did the trick. Next up is his ace Pokemon, Lillipup. I throw out my Pidove with a plan, and that plan is simple. Just spam Quick Attack. He uses Workup, which is kinda scary because when he hits me with a tackle, it does a ton of damage. And to make matters worse, I leave him on 1 HP, so I have to hope he doesn't kill me. Thankfully, a tackle doesn't kill, and I finish the job, getting me my first gym badge. I do some story and make my way to Burbank City to catch a Pokemon and challenge the next gym. This is a poison gym, and its level cap is 18. Roxy has a Whirlipede and a Coughing, but both of those aren't really an issue, but I still need to get 2 Pokemon to the level cap before I challenge the gym. Time to grind. This grind wasn't that painful though, because Audinoes are really easy at this level, and it doesn't take much to kill them. I go to catch my Pokemon, but of course, I kill it in one shot, and I lose my chance at a pretty good Pokemon for next gym. Nonetheless, I make my way to challenge Gym Leader Roxy. My team looks like this. I have a Duat and Falafi because Oshawott and Mareep evolved. They are both level 18 along with my Pidove. I throw out Pidove to start the battle and go for a Quick Attack, which doesn't do much against Coughing, so I try an Air Cutter. That does a bit better, so I go for it again and get a lucky crit, which finishes off Coughing fairly easily. With Coughing gone, I stay in with Pidove to see what I can do. I hit him with an Air Cutter, which does a ton of damage, but he reciprocates that and I'm left with 4 HP. I try and switch out, but Pidove gets hit by a Pursuit, killing him in the process. Regardless, I switch into Falafi and finish off Whirlipede with multiple Thunder Shocks, getting the second gym badge. Next, the worst and most meaningless part of these games, Pokestar Studios. I skipped through it in about 10 minutes on Turbo Boost. It didn't matter though, because I was ready to start my way onto the third gym. Castelia City has 4 different encounters for me. I only end up getting a Zubat in Castelia City though, but Zubat's a really good Pokemon. He evolves into Golbat, which is really strong and should be really easy to take on this third gym with him. His stats are really balanced, and his poison and flying moves should take care of this gym pretty easily. I also catch a Trubbish on Route 4, but he won't do anything throughout the run, so he's useless. After I deal with Team Plasma in the sewers, I make my way to the cave entrance to catch another Pokemon. The one Pokemon I have to hope I don't find here is Roggenrola, but of course, I find one and I'm forced to kill it because I need it later in the game to move on. But for now, I grind and get ready for the next gym. My team looks like this. A level 23 Falafi along with a level 23 Duat. My Zubat evolved into Golbat, and my Trubbish and Purloin are the same levels when I caught them. And with that, I'm ready to challenge the third gym leader, Berg. He starts out the battle with his level 22 Swadaloon. We both trade attacks until I get scared and switch out. I switch into Golbat and it's an easy one-shot with Wing Attack. Next is Dwebble, so I switch into Duat and get another easy one-shot with Razor Shell. So I switch back into Golbat and get another one-shot with Wing Attack, making Berg the easiest gym in the run so far. Immediately after I finish that gym battle, my Golbat evolves into Crobat. After that, I run on Route 4 and catch a Sandile and Yamask. As I'm in the castle, I start to battle random trainers, and I'll let the footage speak for itself. Yeah, that was painful. I can't believe I forgot that simple fact of Pokemon. But it's fine because it's in the past now. I'm going to continue my way onto the 4th gym. To make this gym easier, I'm going to need a Lopunny. There's a 5% encounter rate of Lopunny in Castelia City Park where I haven't caught a Pokemon yet. This could be really useful to me, so I need to plan around it. First, I need to catch an Audino, so I make my way onto Route 16 and try and catch one. But of course, I get super unlucky in catching Emolga. Emolga only has a 10% encounter rate on this route, so it's super unlucky that I caught him here. This doesn't really ruin my plan, however, because I need an Emolga later in the game, so instead I just move on to Lostlorn Forest to try and catch an Audino instead. But of course, I find a 10% Pansear encounter. This doesn't really matter, but it kinda sucks. I make my way into Route 5 to try and catch an Audino, and of course, I run into the grass on accident and catch a random Pokemon. This can only get worse. Regardless, I catch a Whimsicott in Castelia City Park and start my grind to get ready to take on Elisa. Elisa is going to be a really hard gym. She has a level 28 Emolga and Falafi and a level 30 Zebstrika. I'm going to bring all my Pokemon up to her level cap, and so far my team looks like this. I have a level 30 Ampharos because Flaffy evolved. I have level 30 Crobat and Krokorok because Sandile evolved. I evolved Simisear, and while I was grinding, my Liepard died because of an Audino. So, I'm not really that sad. She didn't do much. But regardless, I'm ready to take on the gym. Elisa throws out Emolga first, so I bring out my Simisear. Emolga takes some damage, then switches out with Volt Switch. Then Falafi comes out, and I use Flame Burst to bring him to half HP. And then again, they switch out with Volt Switch, moving back into Emolga, who I kill with a single Flame Burst. I switch into Krokorok, then kill Falafi with one shot. After that, the Zebstrika comes out, and I kill it with a Samtomb and a Crunch, ending the battle and getting my 4th gym badge. I make my way past Team Plasma and towards Driftmill City. I catch Ducklet on the bridge, and I'm not sure Ducklet could be really useful in this run, but we'll see. Regardless, I go get my gift Pokemon on the next route, which is Deerling. I'm super excited about Deerling because Deerling has super good moves and is a really strong Pokemon throughout the entire rest of the game. Deerling has great access to fighting and grass moves, which makes it a real tank for me in the future. I make my way to get my next gift Pokemon, Zora, from Team Plasma next to the Driftmill City gym. After this, I start my grind to get ready for the 5th gym. Clay has a level 31 Krokorok with Crunch, so that could be really scary for most of my Pokemon. He also has a Sandslash, who shouldn't pose much of a threat, but he can still kill me really fast with his Crush Claw. And finally, his ace Pokemon, Excadrill. His combination of Slash and Rock Slide means that my team could very easily get swept by him. After I finish grinding, my team looks like this. I have a level 33 Ampharos, Krokorok, Crobat, Whimsicott, and Deerling. And I also have a level 31 Zoroark because my Zora evolved. Now, without further ado, let's start this gym battle. I lead with Deerling as he leads with Krokorok. I swiftly take Krokorok out with a single energy ball. I choose to stay in with Deerling because he didn't take any damage yet, and he throws out his Sandslash. I use energy ball again, bringing him to 1 HP as he uses Bulldozer. Not doing any damage really, but it decreases my speed, so that could be really bad in the future. He heals as I bring him to 1 HP with another energy ball. I try and use Feint Attack, but since he lowered my speed, I get absolutely destroyed by a critical hit Crush Claw, and I lose my Deerling for the entire rest of the run. Wow, how the tables turn. I bring out my Whimsicott and use 1 Mega Drain to finish him off. Now, I really don't have anybody to deal with Excadrill, so I have to stay in with Whimsicott. I start off the battle with a Leech Seed, and he lowers my speed with Bulldozer. I hit him with a Mega Drain, and it doesn't kill, but I spam it and it finally does the job, getting me my 5th gym badge of the run. I move on to whatever stupid thing this is and deal with Team Plasma. They don't really do anything to me, so after that I just make my way to Chargestone Cave. That takes way too long to complete, but I finish it and get ready to start on my new Pokemon. First things first, I have to get my gift Pokemon from some random hiker dude. He gives out a level 35 Gigalith, which is massive for the remainder of my run. I ship off my Emolga and get my carry for the next gym. Next, I get the lucky egg from Professor Juniper and catch a Litwick in the tower. Finally, I catch a Survivor in the grass, and that will be my final Pokemon I get before the gym. I start my grind once more and get ready to challenge the 6th gym. After about an hour and 30 minutes of grinding, my team is all level 39, but I'm a bit worried. Not because of the gym leader, but because of passing the level cap. Since everyone on the team is 39, I have to share my XP really wisely. Thankfully, I'm not wise, and I get 2 of my 6 Pokemon over the level cap, so I can't use them during the battle. Sadly, Gigalith is one of the Pokemon I overleveled, so I can't use him. So much for my carry. Still, Skyla only has a level 37 Skarmory, and that's the only somewhat problem on her team because it has Sturdy. I finally make it to her after smashing my head against multiple walls and get ready to start my battle for the 6th gym badge. I lead the battle with my Krokorok into her Swoobat. I get hit hard with acrobatics, but I hit harder with Crunch. She heals and I get another Crunch off, but this one kills because of a slightly higher damage roll. I switch into my Ampharos and use Volt Switch, one-shotting her Swanna she sent out. I stay in with Ampharos and use my new move Discharge to end the battle, winning me my 6th gym badge. After I officially embarrass Skyla, I take a private jet to Reversal Mountain. This place gives me a Scorpion, so I don't really care about it that much because it won't be helping me too much during the rest of the run. I make my way to the scary house with the girl inside and get another bad Pokemon. Regardless, I make my way to the actual mountain and I catch nothing good once more. I storm my way through the mountain, making it through to the other side with no deaths. In Undella Town, I catch a Staryu on the coast. Staryu is going to be a super useful Pokemon for next gym. The next gym leader has a level 46 Drapion, 46 Flygon, and a 48 Haxorus. This team is full of high-powered dragon types that will crush me without an ice Pokemon. Thankfully, I can get the HM Blizzard from a vendor. This isn't the end of the plan, however, because I still need to find a way to make Blizzard an accurate move, since it only has 70% accuracy. I get the HM Hail from another vendor, and I add it to Staryu. He has a chance of hitting Blizzard 100% of the time, since Hail gives Blizzard 100% accuracy. I finish Undella Town catching an Altaria in the grass and a Frillish back in Burbank City. The next key battle is my rival battle. He has a level 39 Unfezant and a 39 Simisear. He also has a level 41 Superior. For this battle, I'm going to be focusing on type matchups because I feel like that'll help me the most in the end. He leads the battle with an Unfezant as I lead with Ampharos. I one-shot his Unfezant with a single discharge, then I switch into Crobat. He two-shots Superior with only 2 flies. He switches into Simisear as I switch in with Ampharos and two-shot him with Discharge. After I'm done with my rival battle, I do some more story with the professor and deal with Team Plasma. After I'm done with that, I challenge this old man on the bridge, and this is what happened. It doesn't really matter because I still have a Starmie, but it still sucks a lot. I move my way to start my grind before challenging the hardest gym in this run. I lead the battle with my Ampharos as he leads with Druddigon. I use Discharge hoping for a paralysis, which I don't get, and I get hit really hard with Crunch. I use Volt Switch to get out of there and switch into my Gigalith. He hits me twice with Crunch before I even get an attack off, but I end up nailing him with a Stone Edge, killing him with a crit. I switch into Starmie and have to hope I hit my Blizzard with Flygon, and thankfully I do, one-shotting him in the process. Finally, his ace Pokemon, Haxorus. I use Blizzard, bringing him to exactly 1 HP as he hits me for huge damage, and I have to sit down and think about what I'm going to do next. Because it kills him if I use Surf, but because I get a low damage roll, I bring him to 1 HP, allowing him to kill my Starmie. Now I'm really scared because he can heal and just sweep me. He heals with a hyper potion like I expected, and I hit him hard with Stone Edge. One more shot and he's dead. He uses Dragon Dance, but I miss. I use Rock Slide on the next turn and get a lucky crit, ending the battle, winning my 7th gym badge. With all the battles I've been through so far in this run, I've lost a lot of Pokemon. I lost Deerling, Swanna, Duat, Pidove, Zoroark, Jellicent, Crocodile, Starmie, Minccino, and Liepard. This huge loss of Pokemon at this point in the game has left me with very few actually good Pokemon. I only have 3 good Pokemon left to deal with the rest of the game. I've caught almost all the Pokemon I can, and I've changed my team a lot since the beginning. After the 7th gym badge, I gather all my best remaining Pokemon and start my way towards the final gym. Team Plasma does whatever they do, and I end up fighting them. Unfortunately, during my fights with the Team Plasma members, I lose my Whimsicott, who's not really that great, but I also lose one of my best team members remaining, Crobat. This is a massive loss for my team, and it's going to be really hard to win the rest of the game without these Pokemon, especially the Water Gym coming up. At this point, all it would take is one poor type matchup against my team to fully finish me off. Regardless, I make my way to the next city without dying and catch my next team member, Amoonguss. He's my last and final hope for this run. I get ready to start my grind by finishing off the remaining trainers on the route, and the unthinkable happens. I start the battle with Ampharos as she leads with Arcanine. He gets taken out with just 2 discharges, but I take a ton of damage from his Fire Fangs. Her final Pokemon is an Excadrill. Excadrill counters both of my good Pokemon remaining and can easily sweep my team with its high speed and attack stats. To make everything a little worse, he uses Swords Dance and makes it final that everything he hits will die. I try to do damage with Gigalith, but no dice, as I don't even do a fourth of its health. I try and hope for a lucky crit, but I don't get it, and I get hit with an Earthquake, bringing me to 1 HP. I switch to my Altaria, who gets one-shotted, and the rest of my team slowly follows in suit. I finally black out, losing the run to a random trainer battle.